how to have true inner peace. This video is very, very important, not just for you, but for me. It's very important to me because someone who is very important to me asked me to record it, which is a huge compliment because you don't ask someone to teach you how to achieve inner peace unless you truly believe that they have it. And I do believe that I have it, but I didn't always. So today I'm going to talk to you about what inner peace is to me and 5 ways that I achieved inner peace and that you can also achieve inner peace. First of all, inner peace to me is a contentment with life as it is. And that doesn't mean that we don't strive to earn more, do more, be more. It means that right now in this moment, I can find happiness. I can be content knowing that this moment is the only one that I can experience. I can't pre-experience the next moment, and I can't re-experience the last moment. So this moment, even if it's a moment where I'm working, striving for something that I want, I can find contentment in that work, in that striving for, because I know that right now I am at my fullest. I am at my whole self. And so I can find that moment of happiness, that recognition of contentment for life as it is in this moment. Not that it's always going to stay this way. Contentment can be misinterpreted as like a laziness or a complacency. No, not at all. Quite the contrary. Contentment with what I have right now, knowing that as I strive, as I move forward, as I focus forward, more contentment exists as I grow, as I learn, as I develop, as I elevate. It is a fulfillment that comes from discovering your true self. And so that's really what we're after. So that's what you're going to get today. If that sounds good to you, stick around. First, check and see if you're a subscriber here. And if not, please become one because we are dropping videos like this all the time to help you live a happier and more successful life. And if there's any topic that you want us to cover, put it in the comments or you can just email me because my contact information is in the description of this video. You can reach out and say, hey, Dr. Jane, please record a video on blah, 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 blah. And I will. I'll record it just for you. And then I'll share it with other people because one thing that I've realized on my quest for inner peace, on my journey of inner peace, is that other people have experienced similar things and we can share those and have a shared joint contentment and a shared joint fulfillment there. And then that is what creates community. I could go on all day and I will be back in just a second to go on just a little bit more.
GILD Coaching. More success, less stress.
There are 5 things that you have to have present in your life in order to begin to develop inner peace. And when I say that I have inner peace, it doesn't mean that I'm constantly in a state of zen. I have bad days. I have times when I get frustrated, but I can always come back to these principles and recenter myself. Okay. There are also some huge mistakes, mindset, orientations and thoughts and things like that keep people out of inner peace. My next video is going to cover those. Today I'm going to tell you what needs to be present, and then the next video we're going to cover what you should get rid of. Okay, so first of all, you need to have an acceptance of what is. And just like I was talking about contentment a minute ago, it doesn't mean that you have this lazy complacency like, okay, well, this is all there is. No, that would be a fixed mindset. Like what I have is what I have and it's all that I can have. Not true. Accept what is, but from a place of understanding that you can grow from there. I am here and I can become ? I can become whatever. I can shift and do whatever. Acceptance. This is what is. Some things that many of us need to accept, especially in today's political climate, things that are outside of our realm of ability to change. So accept the things that you cannot change. There's a beautiful poem prayer, the Serenity Prayer is what it's called, and it says, dear God, help me to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. That's actually only half the prayer. If you've heard that before and you thought that was it, wrong. You should just Google the full serenity prayer. It's beautiful. We're not going to go into the whole thing today though. But the serenity, the contentment to accept the things I cannot change. And I'm not saying if you're unhappy with the people who are in office, can you vote differently next time and have different people in it? Of course, that you can change that, but you can't change it today. So accept the things that you cannot change today. Develop the courage to change the things that you can. And I would say to change the things that you should. Because some things that you can change doesn't necessarily mean that those are places where you should put your attention. And then the wisdom to know the difference. That's number one. Number two, forgive. Forgive, forgive, forgive. Forgive who? Yes. Forgive what? Everything. Forgive. And here's a big secret about forgiving. And I love this secret. I love sharing it with you. In order to forgive someone, you don't actually have to go and interact and apologize with them. Apologize to them. Talk with them. Nope. There are people who have wronged me and I forgive them. I have even pre-forgiven people for things that I knew that they were going to do. I just decide right now I'm going to forgive them for this thing that's coming up. And I was right. They did it. Maybe I manifested that for myself, but if there's someone in your life who constantly hurts you and wrongs you, you can right now forgive them for all past wrongs, forgive them for any present negative energy that they're driving your way, forgive them for any future negative energy, and then draw positivity to yourself. You have to have a forgiving heart. Forgiveness is setting the prisoner free and then realizing that the prisoner was you. I don't know who originally said that. That's a quote. It is not a Jane Mims original, but I love it. Forgiveness is setting the prisoner free and realizing the prisoner was you. Number three, practice mindfulness. It is as easy as saying, I am in this moment. It's the only moment I can experience. I can't re-experience the last moment. I can't pre-experience the next moment. I am here. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness. One of my highest recommendations on my book list is The Miracle of Mindfulness. You can get it. We'll link it below in the video description on Amazon if you just want to grab a copy off of Amazon. It is amazing. It's the best teaching on mindfulness by a Buddhist monk. It's actually written in the form of a letter to his brother. It's been translated into English by someone who went to live with this monk to make sure that he translated it exactly perfectly. It is an excellent composition, and I highly recommend it. Number four, connect with yourself. And you can't connect with yourself when you're spending time scrolling through social media on your phone, when you're talking to other people, when you're staying busy, if you're playing video games, if you're reading, if you're doing, I'm not saying any of these things are bad, but I'm saying you're spending too much time doing those things. You've got to back up and spend some time with yourself in your state, your natural state. I'm not saying you got to do it naked, but you can if you want. Part of the place where I connect with myself is in my daily salt bath. I take an Epsom salt bath with essential oils every single day, and it's, I don't know, anywhere from 10 minutes to 60 minutes. Sometimes I'm in there and I add more hot water because it's so wonderful. And I'm just in there with myself, enjoying, finding different things to be happy about. I'm connecting with myself. Who am I? What do I need? What do I want? What is fulfilling to me? Know who you are. Connect with your true self. And the reason you want to connect with your true self, it's going to make this last point, it's actually kind of 2 points, but I'm going to wrap it up into one because I told you 5. But when you're connecting with your true self, you figure out who you are. The really, really important part of this is, if you don't know who you are, you're going to be chasing what everybody else is or what you think everybody else wants you to be. So know who you are. If you're the only person who likes something and other people think that's weird, who cares? You know who you are and you're okay with it. It's okay to be different. It's okay. It's okay to share like interests with others as well. You don't have to be super different in everything, but it's okay. Like, know who you are, know what you stand for, know what you like, know what you don't like. So that when opportunities come, you can say yes, no, whatever. You can just have that calm state of decision making, that foundation of calm to bounce things off of, and you're really connected with who you are. There's no question in your mind if this is the right or wrong decision for you, because you know who you are. Connect with yourself. Okay, finally, stop comparing yourself to others. This last one has to do with others, so it's all about others. Stop comparing yourself to others, because there's only one you. And stop worrying about their opinions. Other people's thoughts about you are none of your business, because those thoughts don't belong to you. Even though they're about you, they're none of your business. People give feedback on my videos. I do go in and read the feedback just for questions if somebody has a question for me, but things that are just like negative comments, like, you know what you're talking about, whatever, I just kind of like let those pass, because those people are entitled to their opinion. They don't have to come to me for support and help, even though I'm here readily giving it to them. Their opinions of me are none of my business. They're their thoughts. That's a healthy boundary. Stop seeking out other people's justification, other people's acceptance, other people's opinions. It doesn't matter. And I know if you're a young person watching this video, that might be really hard to come to terms with, because you might want to be accepted and you might want to be in that friend group, and you might want, I promise it gets easier. The more connected you are to yourself and the less connected you are to what other people think, feel, whatever about you, the happier you will be and the more inner peace that you'll be. Our next video is going to include 7 thoughts that are going to block you from reaching inner peace. So you're going to want to make sure that you're a subscriber here and that you've clicked that little bell so that you'll get a notification when we download that video or upload that video to YouTube for you, so that you can focus on these 5 steps, start to get in a rhythm with them, and then when our next video drops, you'll be able to know what you should stop doing, and then you'll have your breakthrough. See you next time.